So the next thing to do is to install the two software programs. I'm going to go ahead and delete the setup files on the PC, the local PC, and open up the Campbell Scientific web page that has the keys on them. All right, so then I'm going to install LoggerNet first on the virtual machine. It's a pretty simple install. Okay, so it says all other Campbell Scientific applications must be closed, and we don't have any others, so they are. And then, okay, click Next. Accept the terms. All right, and then enter this information here. This information is not submitted to Campbell Scientific, as far as I can tell. So it really doesn't matter too much what you put in here. As far as username and company goes. Okay, so here I'm going to enter the key for LoggerNet. So it's and I'm just going to copy and paste this longer part here. Okay, it looks like it might be case sensitive. No. Oh, all right. I copied too many characters over there. Okay, there we go. So it's a 4-digit number. So we're installing LoggerNet. This is a license for LoggerNet, not LoggerNet Remote or Admin. And then the first number is it's alphanumeric, it's 4 digits. And then the second one is for about, looks like 16. All right, then we'll go ahead and install. Okay, it's going to install it's a 32-bit program. You can see here with the program files x86. We'll just install to the default folder. And then the working directory is where, this is where all your, like, for example, your data files will be stored. And I'm going to choose to make the working directory. Let's see, so there's a documents folder in the user folder. So mwasmer/documents/ I guess we'll do Campbell Sci/LoggerNet. All right, we'll make that our working directory. Doesn't really matter. You can make it whatever you want. Okay, this is a pretty quick install. And so is the one for RTMC Pro. Okay, LoggerNet installed successfully, it looks like. We'll add LoggerNet to the desktop. All right, I'm going to delete the setup file. And you can see here that, oh, it looks like, look, maybe one of the utilities that deals with the install is not finished yet, so it's still using that file. But you can see that there's two shortcuts here. The first one is for LoggerNet itself, and the other is for something called device configuration utility. And I mentioned that in my Word document. Let's see, right down here, section 12D, I describe it a little bit here. All right, so by default, that's one of the two utilities, or other than LoggerNet, that's the utility that is added to the desktop as a shortcut, just for convenience. Let me try to delete this file again. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to install RTMC Pro, which again, the important thing here is that it's going to also install CSI Web Server, which is the software that we're going to be using on the the Windows server. All right. All this is very similar to what we just saw with LoggerNet. And when you enter this information, enter your own username. You don't have to put my name in. Again, the license is assigned to Nicholas. But again, I don't really think it matters what you put in there. It's more for maybe when reports are printed and things like that. Okay. So 4-digit followed by 16-digit. And again, I think I entered too many characters in here. I'm missing one. All right, there we go. Ready to install. And this one, the LoggerNet one, took longer than I thought. Took a few minutes. The RTMC Pro one should be faster. Okay, the RTMC installation completed. And I'm going to see if we can delete that setup file. Not yet. Oh, not yet. Okay. All right. We're done with the Campbell Scientific page here. All right. I'm going to go back to, all right. So we still have this red item in the server manager. Download maps manager. Not sure what that is. I'm going to do a restart of the virtual machine just to show you that, and maybe that'll clear that error, whatever it is. There we go. That setup file deleted. And if you can see there's no icon here for RTMC Pro or CSI Web Server Administrator. Let's take a look in the program list. Okay, under Campbell Scientific. You can see there's a whole bunch of utilities here. So most of these are related to LoggerNet. LoggerNet comes with a lot of utilities that can be used for various purposes, but most of these can be accessed through the main LoggerNet interface, which I'll open up in a second. I showed you that before on my virtual machine. And you can see we have RTMC Pro Development installed and CSI Web Admin, so that shows that CSI Web Server is installed. So let's go ahead and open LoggerNet. Now, LoggerNet is a client-server software package. So it includes the server as well as clients. So let me cancel out of this. It opened up the setup. It's anticipating that we need to set LoggerNet up to communicate with the data logger. I'm going to close the setup screen for now, but these are all clients that we're seeing here. The server runs in the background. All right, so when LoggerNet is open here, and I think if we go to the services utility in Windows, we'll see. We definitely should see that CSI web server is running. All right, so we have Campbell Scientific web server. All right. And that's it. So there is no LoggerNet because it, I guess it doesn't run as a service. So you need to have the version the version I have, LoggerNet admin, it can be run as a service, but the version you have is, it has to be, it's not run as a service. So in order for the server part of LoggerNet to operate, you need to have this interface open here. Okay, so you just leave that open all the time. And if your virtual machine does restart for some reason, you're going to have to know that, and go in and restart LoggerNet. Okay, that's one of the disadvantages of the standard version of LoggerNet that you have. The admin version is at least twice as expensive though. So Nicholas and I discussed that and made a decision that the standard was good enough for this application. But you could always upgrade in the future if you want. Okay, so the web server's running, but we're not, we don't have any dashboards that it's hosting yet. So if I go to the data screen, just to verify that we can open RTMC Pro from LoggerNet here. And the fact that RTMC Pro shows up in that LoggerNet menu proves that it has been installed successfully. All right, so there's our RTMC Pro development. And when it comes time to publish a dashboard to the server, we use this web publisher here. And I'll go through that in detail. And it looks like we're good here. So far we have established, we started a free Azure account. We created a free Azure account. And once that was set up, we went in and we created a virtual machine and then installed LoggerNet and RTMC Pro on the virtual machine. So from this point forward, it's all about configuring LoggerNet to communicate with the data logger and collect the data on a schedule, things like that. And then with CSI Web Server and RTMC Pro, we want to publish the dashboards that already exist on my server, publish them to your server just to make sure that all works. And then I think we'll be in good shape.